Hello everyone, welcome towards matchday number 10 of the ESL Pro League, season number 6 of the North America division, and it has been, the first series is over and done with, going on to the second series now between Cloud9 and Ghost Gaming, and this is one of the lineups where I'm just going, please Ghost Gaming, you've made a change, please make it something respectful so you can take my heart again.
Yeah, absolutely. So at this stage, you know, if you need the context, you said you're a fan of Ghost. It's kind of...
Was
you
for a very brief moment.
You were a fan. Having said that, and you say make it respectable, at this stage, the context of what you're saying is, you obviously there's no chance of a win there against Cloud9?
We said... Look, earlier today, as we take a look at the schedule, we did say that Optic was going to make it look very easy against Complexity. It wasn't very easy. Complexity definitely didn't like... Complexity showed up. They took it against Optic. Couldn't manage to take the victories, but my goodness, were they close matches. On the mainstream, Renegades did take the second map, 16-9, which is kind of expected for Cobblestone. It is one of their, I guess, normal map picks, but they decided to kind of deviate out and practice a lot more. That's what I heard these days, that Renegades don't want to just be like, yeah, we can only play Cobble and maybe another map. They want to be like, okay, we can play different maps. And now CLG and SK Gaming should be starting soon alongside Cloud9 versus Ghost. It was a very tiny CSGO update, so don't think it will change too much. There was only a little bit of impact in terms of the changes.
Absolutely. So let's throw back to Ghost and Cloud9. I mean, it is kind of to a similar scale what we did witness with the differences between Optic and Complexity. Having said that, Complexity has been established for a while. They've been around. Ghost to put up a similar kind of scoreline, kind of threaten Cloud9 the way Complexity threatened Optic. We can't really see that happening. I mean, you did mention the change-up. You mentioned the fact that maybe something is in the spanner works there, but they have come up from the league.
Developmental lead.
I want to say something positive. You know, they're playing high-tier Counter-Strike.
Not really. Last couple of times, they weren't really playing that high-tier Counter-Strike. We saw a glimpse of the form they could have brought, right? So they did, like, their only map victory so far this season has been against Liquid. And you're going, wait, what? They won against Liquid on Nuke? But I'd argue it's a little bit of Nuke underperformance from Liquid, as well as the fact that B was standing in. Their coach was standing at the time and just went completely lights out. Like, you know, was the best player on the team. It's just like...
It's very unusual.
Like, you're the coach. Like, how you meant? Like, you're meant to be studying, bro. Like, what are you doing playing Counter-Strike so well against Liquid? It's not like, yeah, I did pretty well in, you know, an ECA pug the other day. He did well against Liquid out of all teams. But Cloud9 is a completely different beast, and there has been a change in the Ghost Gaming lineup. Instead of ZQK, it is now Dallas, and there's a little bit of, like, ZQK for me, like, I didn't want to like completely bash on the guy, but for me, he was just consistently underperforming in his lineup, you know, whiffing AWP shots and all that things, and I just felt bad for the guy, really, at the end of the day. And once, I think it was Wardell who came back into the lineup, it was just a matter of time, in my mind, that ZQK was going to be replaced, and they replaced him for Dallas, who has been playing for Talked, which was like, you know, the Canadian lineup that has done decently well so far in these last couple of 3 months. The IGL as well, so they've replaced him with a new IGL who might have a couple of new ideas around the block. Dallas has been playing CSGO since the start of CSGO's inception, but couldn't really play at the top level. I think very early on, he actually had a VAC ban, but I think it was overturned, which is something I've never seen before in a very long time, which is, I guess, a little bit of interesting context given on why he's come in so late towards the scene. He was only recently given the all clear by Valve saying, look, you can compete in, you know, Valve kind of sponsored tournaments. You're cleared from us, effectively. So there's a bit of an interesting tidbit about Dallas, if the people who don't know much about him. He's Canadian, so that means that Ghost Gaming is now officially a Canadian lineup with 3 people from Canada. And Danny's just looking at me like going, what's going on?
No, this is fantastic to hear. I mean, it's just tidbit, because I wasn't fully worried about Dallas's, you know, quite interesting history there, to put it in an amicable way. But having said that, we've got to turn and have a look at Cloud9 here. Obviously, we don't put too much impetus on them because, I mean, the focus is that they will win it, and they'll win it quite comfortably. Having said that, there are a couple of questions there that are on the rise with this lineup. I mean, most of which is probably how Stewie2K is going to kind of adjust into this role that we were talking about earlier. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think the odds will still heavily be in the favor of Cloud9. Jeez, those odds. I didn't have to look at the screen. I'd be like, yeah, those are pretty bad odds for Ghost. And I think that's a little bit unfair towards Ghost. Sure, they have a new IGL and whatnot, but I wouldn't give them just completely like those kind of odds.
Oh, I'd probably, it's not 10.
Like,
it's 6.
It's 6 is still pretty good. Like, you put, just say if you put $5 on Ghost and they upset Cloud9, which is, in my mind, it could be potential. Like, there's potential for it. That's
Really?
a pretty decent return. There's a
potential
slight
for
potential. Ghost for me is just like that X factor. If they come in all swinging together and Cloud9 underperform, because Cloud9 is still kind of a lineup which is kind of just shuffling through iterations, trying to figure out what they're doing. At the same time, yeah,
I definitely do think this Cloud9 can be tasked with maybe not necessarily tier 1 teams, but at this stage, Ghost, I don't think they can put the fight up. I mean, the second map we have is Inferno. We always have Overpass first. Inferno last time, you know, admittedly different lineup. Ghost, Cloud9, Inferno, 16-2.
Yeah, I think, it's, for me, it's a little bit all over for Ghost as much as I want to say. I want to believe, I still say 80-20% chance.
We've totally flipped here from the Optic complexity talk. You just really want that Ghost to come through, and maybe they can put up a fight there and stave something off.
Because I see glimpses, right? Like, you see glimpses of what Ghost can do, and you just go, dude, this is a lineup to be excited about. And then you see glimpses of, like, what they sometimes look like, which is just really, really bad. And I don't want to be putting teams in the gutter, right? Because this team, it is important to note they did manage to go through the ECA Mountain Dew League. That is no means by any stretch bad, right? Because it's just a comparison between, like, I like to make the comparison between, like, national tier football for all you football fans out there, and probably, like, you know, first grade.
Yeah.
To get into first grade is a massive achievement.
Yeah.
Like, you and I can't do it. It's difficult. You're at the top of you're near at the top of the level. But there is a big difference between top of first grade and top of Premier League.
Yeah, sure.
There is that massive divide. And once again, that divide is really clear from in my mind, that's the difference between Ghost and Cloud9.
Yeah. No, I would definitely agree with that case. But having said that, I mean, we spoke about this lightly on the fact of Optic, and if an upset were to happen with complexity, it's definitely up for Cloud9 to just kind of implode. And you know, if there's any opportunity for Ghost to really put up a fight, it would be on the back of Cloud9, really just you know, throwing caution to the wind, making a couple of clumsy errors. Maybe there's a bit of you know, settling that needs to be done there. But barring that, if Cloud9 arrive at like 70% or more, I think this is just going to be somewhat of a blowout. But we'll see what will happen there. We'll see what will happen. But in games like this also, I feel that players like Stewie just really, you know, he's kind of like a no respect where no respect is due kind of player. He's just going to go ham. But that might get him to get caught out every now and then. So we'll see what happens. Having said that, give me a scoreline prediction. I mean, there's no doubt that we both back Cloud9, but what do you think Ghost has got in them today?
I still have to wait and see. So scoreline, I won't determine for now. I want to see what Ghost come up in terms of their plans, what Dallas is, you know, what practice has Dallas put in? How is he integrated into his lineup? This is, how much firepower is he going to bring? Because in my mind, like ZQK, he didn't have that much firepower behind him, and the strats weren't really that, you know, inspiring. It was just kind of middling strats. It wasn't exciting. It was just stock standard Counter-Strike. They didn't know how to react. Let's see how it goes this time with Cloud9. Looks like they're just taking this under control now, crawling up through long. A very, very heavy presence towards toilets as well. So it's making a bit of noise, and Ghost Gaming just sitting very passively back. They want to play reactive, and just Connor with the kit just jump spotting at the moment. Pretty much all three angles at this time. And there you have it. Smoke grenades are now being thrown towards the A site. It is going to be A site execute.
Yeah, so it looks like the push will be coming through. A lot of work here for Connor to do. As he actually gets dinked down to 4 HP. Nonetheless, and it's a 5-on-4 situation here. Stewie just will finish off Wardell there. Ghost also on very low HP. Looks like the site has been taken, and the retake will have to come through. Seb just coming through. And he has to find something, but these crossfires have already been set up, and look how deep they've gone into short and to long, and Stewie just will finish him off before he can put up a fight. Rick's now just trying to find some magic. Skadoodle, nice place, but two players coming from short, as they actually managed to find a couple of frags there, but Connor, once again, that could be a huge factor. He's got the kit, he's got the smoke, and now he's dead. So nothing to play for there. Rick just trying to find something, as Skadoodle will close him down. So pretty clinical stuff there from Cloud9, and nothing too much to write home about at this stage.
Yeah, so I just wait till there was a buy round for something special to come out of Ghost. So these next two rounds are, all right, very early pause coming forward. I don't think that's a tack pause. I believe that would be a tech pause of some kind. It's not much to discuss. Okay, freeze time has been cancelled, so...
Yeah. Very quick tech pause. We've just been informed, so maybe someone just unplugged something, but it has been amended. A couple of CZs coming out. Deagle on Wardell, and the Galil's AK out for the guys. Actually, 2 AKs there, just trying to take this long-range battle. So not a single SMG at this stage. We'll see how this plays into it. Opting for those 3 Galils, as we do see a bit of aggression coming here from the guys on Ghost, opting to just kind of post up here in the toilets. And may actually pan out, as we do see a couple players coming up towards Playground here.
I don't think much will happen. I mean, Automatic eventually will kind of suss things out. He's lurking towards the water area at short B. And even though there is a stack, they'll slowly clear out lines, they'll use flashbangs, they'll use smokes, they'll peek together. And only danger, right, is if Cloud9 just completely charge in all together. And they just go, all right, we're not checking our lines, let's charge them one by one or all together and just get completely collapsed upon. I do like this stack from Ghost. It's something different. I like seeing something different. And Wardell's just going to get information. Nothing towards long. Now the toilet trap might be able to be sprung. There's 5 people in toilets. It's not something you see every single day. And Tarek is just watching the line. Connor93 gives up his life quite easily. Tarek. Ooh, he's actually going to be traded out by Seb, so they're suspecting that there are going to be more people towards his toilets as well as along A area. They know at least 2 more is going to be here. They're rotating across. They might hear this push and rotation coming forward, and it's now starting to see a little bit of life coming out from the Ghost lineup.
Yeah, but Rush should shut this down quite clinically, which he does, as Rix is left all alone with that CZ. Might be able to find a very unsuspecting Stewie there, but it looks like he will be just kind of clearing out all angles. Might actually manage to pick him up, though. Not too sure Stewie knows where he is. He's kind of got the inkling feeling that there is someone around, but he just will make his way towards shore. If he clears out bathroom there, Rix should get caught out looking at the wrong angle. He might actually have his back turned there, which he does. Stewie taking down Rix there once again. Tarek, unfortunately, going down, but he did have the Galil in hand. There you have it, 2-0, but still nothing much. He does manage to back up with a Mac-10, trying to get that economy bolstered up once again. But yeah, nice idea from Ghost there. Do manage to find the 1, but Cloud9 not having a bar of it.
Yeah, I reckon just watch where Tarek's going, because that's where Cloud9's going to go. There's no point playing standard kind of default and waiting it out. The more point just kind of rushing in and getting it over and done with. And you can see the bomb. There's going to be molly towards short. They're going to take short water control before taking potentially unders and just collapsing on the B side. And Tarek might just go in by himself at the moment, because they are going for mid-push. Rush has just deployed himself perfectly in a situation to kind of shut down the Fountain push. Stewie towards unders, perfect position. They know it's towards the B side, so a single flashbang is not going to find anything. And Rush, he will spot them out. Rush will find 1. Needs to be cautious. Does a back from Stewie, so he doesn't have to worry too hard.
Yeah, so we'll take the 1. Might just be a meat mixer here, but actually does eventually get taken down by Wardell, but Stewie is here to back them all up here. If you can get the spray, 1 more player to find, which it does, so nice work from him to clean it up, and we'll get an AK for his efforts. So 2 AKs staved off in the 3 rounds. 1. Now the buy's coming out. Wardell with that AWP in hand. We'll see if they can lock down these sites against Cloud9, who haven't really been troubled thus far.
Just want to see what kind of weapons they keep up. And this is just decent spray control coming out from the Galil. He knew he had the advantage. He could throw away his life quite easily. But, okay, so this is going to be a fast round because the Galil Mac 10, you're not going to try and execute anywhere quickly from here. You're just going to try and go fast in. So a couple of flashbangs and smokes towards Fountain just to kind of decoy out the players at A. And you're just going to go fast coming out towards B side. And automatic, look at where he is already. Dallas has not peeked this line. Rix will peek up just at the right time to catch him off guard as he was checking out lines. As Rush will be spotted out going towards sandbags. So no utility to chase him off yet except from Connor93, which is playing towards the monster area. But always Cloud9. They've got short water control, and Rush will be able to get the first entry towards Dallas before falling back.
Yeah, Dallas actually did have the jump on him, knew exactly where it was, but Rush a bit too sharp there to take him down towards Toxic. So now it's a 4-on-4. Rush is very low to 14 HP, but look at the utility over on the CT. You can't because there is none. Connor manages to pick up a flash on the body of the Dallas and does trade out that FAMAS for that M4, but nonetheless, still plenty of utility to work with here for Cloud9. It looks like they will be holding this dirty water position, as it is a fairly standard 2-2 split from the CTC. Just trying to feel out the feelings of the map. Still just under a minute left to go there. And it looks like the bomb will be making its way up through connector, as Wardell is going to be on that A site with that LVP. So if there's any chance to be given here, nice little molly actually to kind of counteract that boost, but nonetheless, Wardell with the AWP has to come in big. He does find 1 onto Tarek, but he has been given away, but manages to get the second onto Stewie as well. So nice work done by him, and now it's just down to a very low Rush and Skadoodle. Rush manages to find 1. He's a very capable player, but this is a bit too far beyond him, as Wardell does a great job locking down that bomb site and picking up that 4K with the AWP.
Yeah, it seems like Ghost at the very least have a kind of decent default set up. I mean, Wardell did carry them a little bit. There wasn't enough grenades for Cloud9 to kind of go for it. I was suspecting that they should have gone B. They only had a single smoke grenade to work with. You can't cover up enough positions on the A bomb site, whereas a single smoke at the very least you can block out. You can block out Catwalk or just towards ABC on the cross, and then you can get your access into the B site. But it wasn't to be. Cloud9 can right by straight back into it. Skadoodle will pick up the AWP. They've got 4 AKs. A lot of utility to work with.
Yeah, so in many ways that was probably considered the bonus round. Now all the guns are out. We do see that AWP onto Scar, and we'll see if we can open up one of these sites. Still a lot of utility has been utilized by both sides here, but we'll see if they can come up with anything automatic just lurking towards that monster position, which he has done so well, and Stewie opens up onto Seb there, and there you go, a second one. So really just you know, brushing off the Days of Joe finds that third as well. No, actually, Rush is the one, but actually tags him down nonetheless and manages to pick up an AWP. Throws it off the map. They won't be seeing that again. Now it's just down to Dallas to do something. Nice little peek there. Wide coming out onto automatic, fully aware of position. And the spray down coming from Dallas as well onto Tarek. So 3-on-1, he has got some utility and a kit, full armor, AK. He's got a chance to do a bit of damage. Still, he is very low from those entries, but at this stage, Bomb has gone down on A, so it's just going to be to him to save this AK.
Yeah, Ghost, how many people did they lose in the previous round? They lost 2, I think, in the previous round, so they should be able to, at this stage, AK maybe force into the next one. They won't have the most economy to kind of deal with it, especially considering that they do want to invest in it very on with Wardell, but Stewie just entering once again, so that's really where he shines, right? It's like entry, he's able to get these kills pretty easily, but when he's lurking around, he's just uncertain sometimes on what to do. Oh well. 4-1 for Cloud9, economy or loss bonus reset for Ghost Gaming.
But as you're saying, they should have a few grand there.
No, they have nothing at all, jeez. Connor's like the richest of them. And, well, there's nothing else left in the bank for Ghost Gaming, so they'll probably just go on armor pistol. They're actually forcing up into this.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes down with those.
They're on a double eco, I guess, so you might as well force up and try to do some damage right now to Cloud9 and try to take the round, but regardless of what you do at this stage, you're going to have to sit on pistols.
So seeing if they can support the boost. Kind of gets spotted there from automatic, but Dallas just kind of staving away, just trying to get information a bit delayed. So it doesn't get spotted from the boost there, which is fortunate because automatic checked that spot. And now the peak come from Connor. And the shadow has been spotted by automatic. Takes down one, make be able to take down the gun, but Dallas reigning supreme over automatic. But still 4-on-3 situation there, still shaping up quite well for the guys on Cloud9.
Look at Seb's position at the moment. He can definitely catch Tarek off guard. And there you have it. Easy AK given into the hands of Seb. They know the gun is towards the B site. They know one's towards A, but oh, Dallas, he has to peek for information. It was a matter of time, and Rush was just ready and waiting. And the B site's now open, so if Rix can retrieve another AK, it still means that there's going to be pistols in the next round. There's not much they can really do in this round except to go for exits. They're going in together. They know that there's no point really saving the AK-47, and there's already a double cover-up. There's no flashbangs to kind of move your way into underpass, and actually they've just gone for the save. It's gone away.
Yeah, so obviously opting to try and take this AK into that next round. Sees out an armor onto Rick, so you know it's still somewhat workable if the upgraded pistols do come through, but nonetheless the economy is going to be in dire straits, so we'll see what the play is. 3 up for Cloud9, and once again not too troubled really.
Which is what we expected, right? This is, I don't know. I feel this game, it's just a little bit difficult to kind of fire up because we had such a sick series between Complexity and Optic, and the intensity has really dropped off.
It has in many ways, and I think if there was going to be a fight between this game, we'd need that kind of, when we were saying about earlier, we need that bot Cloud9 shop, right, where everything goes awry. But right, they look good enough. Maybe they're not firing all cylinders as of yet, but what's even scarier is if Ghosts actually do come up with a fight. Cloud9, I imagine they do have a couple more keys to step it up, but right now they're just doing the basic things right. Working as a team and look like they're clearing out these sites, and they've been pretty open sites nonetheless in these last couple of rounds. But still early days, we'll see what the guys on Ghost Gaming can come up with. But right now, just the tide going the way as Wardell gets a very easy kill onto Stu K, getting a little bit aggressive there, maybe overextending himself, and it looks like they will recover the gun as all players are towards that lower area.
It's just a matter of time before Cloud9 susses it out. So you see that it's gonna be Tarek and Rush actually on the entry this time around towards long A. Ghost finally moving members around. They do have that AK-47 saved from the previous round, and Seb is able to drop maybe 1 or 2 people. Could mean potential damage. There's actually 3 people up here right now. Rush, so many lines he needs to check. Dallas is spotted out, but the AK has been lost. Tarek wants to go for more right now. He spots out 2. He spots out 3. He actually gets 2 before he's traded out. So the AKs can be retrieved by Ghost. Whether or not they decide to save it is a different story, though. Oh, Rush, 1 more tick. It would have been a burnt man.
Yeah, it's dangerous playing with fire. But Wardell just trying to find something that's only got the CZ in hand. Actually manages to get a nice shot onto Rush, who was tagged super low. And now it's automatic and Scuttle. It's 2-on-2, but at this stage you do see where Rix is. He is long, but gone on towards that B site. Wardell just trying to do a bit of damage. Actually manages to get an AK, so if you can get out of the site with this, it will be great. But still trying to opt and find something.
Yeah, he needs to back out at the moment,
yeah.
so you will not be able to. No. Took too much time. If you used the flashbang and fell out, would have been a different story, but Well, Ghost can still buy in the next round. It's just if they had another AK-47 up, it would have been pretty good. I think Wardell's just looking to do a little bit more damage, which is fair enough. He can still buy up. He's looking to pick up the AWP this round, but still could have given an AK towards maybe Dallas and Cloud9 to make a little bit more impact towards the B side of the side of Overpass. But Cloud9, their economy is still completely functional. Straight buy up.
Waddell with that, we see him once again with the open, did a great job, kind of won out holding down that bomb site. But on the other side of that, Skadul, he's purchased the AWP, and he's kind of, not that he's had to do anything, he's just taking a bit of a nap there. His team's just going ham. We saw the entries from Tariq, Rush, Stewie, on towards that A bomb side, and he's just kind of there. He's like, hey, you know, if you want me to do anything, we'll do something. The aggression from Seb coming up at Rush, the way he's aiming today is a bit too sharp. Manages to find the second towards Playground and the push up long, so the aggression just really not paying out there at all. Waddell would have been nice to get that shot off with that AWP, but he does give it away very cheaply there.
Yeah, and that's just an AWP lost as well. There's pretty much no chance for Ghost Gaming to recover this unless Brix is able to take down 2 people and just kind of, you know, ninja his way towards the AWP. And then you're going to have a lot of Cloud9 members looking to hunt you down. And Skadoodle's now coming across. There's going to be the entries towards the B side. All up to Rix now, last man standing. Actually, Skadoodle will take down Tariq. Rix might be able to get the kill right now. Oh, Skadoodle's trying to go for the knife. A little bit cheeky. He's out of bullets there. But it's still, you know, it's much of a muchness.
I think that
quite my
indicates
favorite
sort
guy,
of
Elfish Guy 11.
What? Sorry, what'd you say?
A much of a muchness.
Right.
It's like, you know, they're going to have to get a wriggle on right now.
Yep.
I don't do it the full justice that Elvin Man 23 does it,
but Rush there, just absolutely clinical with his aim. And Skadoodle, I mean, I guess that just sets the tone in many ways, right? Just trying to go. He has the most expensive gun. He knows he's backed up by Rush, but nonetheless just tries to hop around the corner, get the knife. I mean, a little bit of disrespect there, obviously, as Automatic gets the entry. Seb with a nice frag there, and Rick. So now bring it down to a 3-on-3, but obviously Seb is the only one with the AK, as Rush does manage to land onto Dallas, and still he might have a field day here, which he finds. The one that he actually doesn't there, the crouch making him miss completely. So now it's a 2-on-2 retake. Maybe on there as Skadoodle just shuts that first one down straight away. Now it's just down to Waddell with the single smoke, no kit, no armor. And Skadoodle's just watching this line, so he should be walking into his death very imminently now. It can be very sharp. Yep, Skadoodle's not going to have any of that.
Pretty easy for Scar.
Rush is just 16-3. I mean, Stewie's doing 9-5, but Rush is just absolutely just having aim practice right now. This is like a bot map for him. They're just heading towards his direction every single time. He's just landing the shots. Absolutely clinical. I mean, it really begs the question. I mean, not taking anything away from the old players of Cloud9, but Rush is such a leg up for this team, and just the performance has been questionable. I mean, where do you start asking, you know, is it just the Cloud9 banner that just leads to lack of performance? We've seen a nice opening there from Skadoodle onto his counter-upper.
This is pretty much all over. I don't see much. It's like, and here's the Ghost hype train, and it's gone down. It's just not even that Ghost are playing poorly. It's what you do when you're being outclassed right now.
Outclassed, out-aimed. Like, I mean, you try to find a facet of the Ghost game that could potentially upset this Cloud9. As Connor just finds, no, I thought I was going to find 2 there, but Tarek's just going to shut it down. As Rix actually finds a double, so now it's 2-on-2. Best opportunity that they've had. Been very similar position, but Stewie 2K, you just, I mean, it's Stewie. Like, those aims go to him 9 times out of 10, right?
You could say it's Cloud9 insert Cloud9 member. The aim is ridiculous. And once again, great flicks, Skadoodle. Oh, he actually went pick it up, Stewie. We'll just start a peek on the back of that. If Seb could put a single more M4 bullet into him, well, Ghost would have gotten around, but
yeah. So this is the thing about Cloud9. If they're put under the pump a little bit and you get them talking to each other, they might be a bit vocal and things might begin to fall apart. But at this stage, if they're this confident, they're having fun. They're just a bunch of guys with incredible aim and an incredible backing to just absolutely womp over. And this is exactly what's happening right now. I think that tone was set just a bit prior to Skadoodle coming out with that knife. Nonetheless, Stewie peaking like that, very high risk, low play, low percentage play, and manages to get away with it. This is just not boding well for Ghost. But like I was saying, what facet of the Ghost game could potentially be better than this Cloud9 lineup? I can't think of anything, unfortunately.
Strategies, that's about it.
Oh, even strategy. These guys doesn't Cloud9 have like 2 coaches that are actually on the A stream right now?
But more in the sense, it's like, because in terms of IGLing, Dallas, I think, is a lot more experienced. I know that sounds weird. Experienced in the sense he's been doing it for longer, but not at the higher level.
Yeah, sure.
Compared to Tariq.
Yeah. And Tariq.
Insert meme about Peanut Brain right now being IGL.
I love Tariq.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't like any of these members on Cloud9? Is Ghost at least trying to make him competitive with 2 picks? Who doesn't like any of the guys on Cloud9?
I know Cloud9 already have a huge fan base, but it's just going back to IEM Sydney. And back when they were on Optic, they had a signing session, and you know, it's timed, right? It's like an hour or so, and then a couple of the guys there, I believe Mixwell was there as well. It was like 4 of them, and they're just like the nicest guys. And a couple of randoms asked them to play on a booth, and like, yeah, sure. And I was there liaising. I was like, oh, don't you guys want to go back to your player area? I was like, no, man, it's Counter-Strike. We love this game. Just sat down and played with rands for like an hour or so.
That doesn't surprise me. Like that was like Hayes, Mixwell, Naf. Who else was part of the lineup just then?
I don't think Naf was there. I think
Naf was there.
Oh, as in the signing session thing, though.
Oh,
I think it was Rush, Tarek, Mixwell, and
Hayes.
Hayes, yes, Hayes. He was filling in that day. That's what it was. Oh, that tournament. Sorry. And yeah, just super down to earth, nice guys, and you're just like, damn, you guys, you get to live the dream, and you're the nicest people, and you're kind of good looking too. I just thought I'd throw that in there as a compliment.
I don't know if you had to throw that in.
I definitely almost did not.
What are we meant to say about this game right now, to be fair?
Well,
like, we can talk about either the good looks or we can talk about Ghost Gaming just getting destroyed at every single part of the map.
Yeah,
we can talk about probably the good looks.
Automatic there, just overextending a little bit. You know, you can really start to see where the picks might start coming off for the guys on Ghost, but you just know that the guys on Cloud9 will back each other up. Automatic overextending. You didn't see that before early on in the game, but now they've felt out the map, felt out the opponent. It's 10-1. They've got full control. They've got the economy. It's just going to fall apart. Unless we see something massive here from Connor, he will have to get the ace to try to clutch out this round at this stage. I don't think they'll be saving because I don't know if they forced into that one, but Tarek, like, that's just a testament to this game, right? Like,
yeah, just bro.
Just
nasty.
Shut it down.
Oh dear, what do you say? There's nothing you can do for Ghost Gaming on the CT side. You try to hold your position, the automatic just comes in. He just
triple op setup. I like it. They're giving us something to talk about. So we see kind of Wardell, he's usually the out-and-out AWPer, and Rix has got one. We'll see the kind of setup that they go for here. The aggression coming out from Wardell and Seb. Wardell has actually had too much success with the aggressive AWP here, but it looks like they will be just retreating down towards short. And we see the 3-stack onto B. Connor gets one, but gets traded straight away from Rush, who's having one hell of a game. Also a good-looking guy like we covered, and he just manages to pick up Rix as well. So just Rush is just going ham. Actually goes down to Dallas. Their commentator's curse, 19 HP. Manages to drop the bomb planner as well. So a 2-on-3 situation. Triple op setup not as effective as it'd like to be, but they are in front. Now steps down to 2K. But if you want anyone to clutch out a round like this, it will be the man himself, 2K, because I think he was born in. Is it because he was born in 2000? Who knows? Doesn't matter. He's got the bomb. He's got a couple of utility, full health, full armor. He has got a Glock as a secondary. Doesn't really make a difference. Dallas is on 19 HP. We'll see what it can do. Still plenty of time left on the clock. And with this slow pace, it's hard to keep up the anticipation. But look, he's running. He's got a very beautiful knife there. I'd have to save 3 weeks of my pay to try to buy that, and then I get in trouble by my missus because I can't pay rent. 11-1. I'm trying to do some hype here, mate. It's a very one-sided game. You're just looking at me like, what are you talking about? It looks like Stewie will make his way down towards long there, and it is just down to Wardell. He's holding from bank there. He's probably not going to be watching the angle too much. So if you can get this pick here, find the 2 1-on-1s, you can't put it past him to try to clutch this out, but the time is running away. He does have a smoke and a molly though, so he might be able to bite his way as the commitment is still heavy towards that B bomb site. As he just slows down a little bit. Wardell will get the sound cue when this bomb starts to go down, which will have to be quite soon.
No, we'll get that sound cue at the moment. And he has to go for the wallbang, and he just has to wait it out. So Stewie still has the smoke grenade to work with. And he does manage to land the wallbang, so Stewie knows that there is one towards bank at the moment, but he's not putting himself in the most favorable position. He's just going for these one-on-one aim deals at the moment, and there is still the flashbang, the smoke, and the incendiary grenade to work with on the side of Wardell. And now he's going to peek. Oh, Seb is ready for the trade. So Ghost Gaming, a little bit of life, but no, the barest of life, I would say.
That's just an example of Cloud9 extending themselves in that run, I think.
It was a triple orb. They just went in. It was just like, oh, we didn't really trade it out. Oh, well, back to the drawing board. Let's maybe go A this time, or let's just do the same old. They could probably still lose every single round here. You still favor Cloud9 to kind of take out the map. It's just been that dominating so far. It's not much to talk about. As much as you want to talk about it, it's just one-sided.
It is. It's very one-sided. I mean, the best we could possibly see is, you spoke of Dallas. He has had some level of impact. Obviously, there's not much you can do with an 11-2 scoreline here. We do see that double up once again.
He actually lands it. Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, in a game like this, it's nice to land things like that. Maybe just turn the mood up a little bit and maybe string together a couple of rounds off something like that. I'm sure they're talking about it right now, but that was amazing. Tarek? Not too bad for Cloud9 there. IGL falls back. more of a position to observe the game externally. Might come up with something, but I really don't think Tarek's doing much talking here right now.
Skadoodle. He's just looking. It's like, can't make the jump. Just looks at it again. Might go for it one more time. Nope. Alright, so this round slowed down quite dramatically so
Dallas
far.
is
They
keen
might
to this,
be,
though.
they might go for a counter boost. There was one towards Heaven, so that's shut down any kind of indications of trying to boost up. But with how Cloud9 are angling it, most likely would be start execute. They've got the smokes and flashes. There's 2 AWPs. One on Cotton 93 is just dancing around the column at the moment. Probably one going to be just making its way towards Heaven very shortly. I'd just like to see a flash to allow Automatic to come through. The Molotov fails. Automatic still blind, but no one's peeking this, which means that Automatic, he does get caught up by Dallas, who eventually finally peeks for information, but Cloud9's just made their way towards A site instead. They've got to go fast, though. They're down 3 on 5, and Wardell is watching the line with the AWP, and he's now shifting towards Bank. It's up to Seb to kind of close this out with a rifle and rush on the entry. He's done well so far, but he needs to step it up once again.
Indeed, he does. As CT is not giving anything away. Only 19 seconds left. Oh, Rix, I thought I was going to get caught out with his pants down there, but manages to take down Rush nonetheless. Skadoodle manages to finds 2, and Wardell will take down Stu 2K. So now the time is all but gone. He's going to have to go for the plant here, and they might let him get away with it because it's pretty standard stuff. As we do see Wardell turn that corner and take him down straight away. Bomb does get planted though, but much of a muchness at this stage. I'm sure they had enough money to buy. Regardless.
But at least there's, Ghost at least putting up a bit of a fight right now. So it looked better than a 14-1 half. I mean, 11-3 half, sure. 4-11 half on your CT side is still rough, but at the very least, your players are starting to hit shots. You're starting off with some nice little time shots like that. Tarek is just completely out of play. Is he going to go for it again? Why not?
Oh, no.
They're just going to dodge around it. So I'm fairly certain Cloud9 know of the wall bang. They just go, there's no point kind of going in for it. Let's just dodge it by running a little bit longer around. And Automatic is going to be incendiary grenade off. And Skadoodle just waiting for the over-aggression. Easies do it. Molotov touches down towards barrel, smoking towards both site and the water pit.
Dallas
Good
does
shot from Dallas.
find Russia, yeah. He does get Moller off that toxic position now. Rix with an opportunity here. Automatic gets the better of him. Just managed to stay alive on 6 HP, and Dallas with the peak does manage to take him down. So, there you go. Nice little round there for Ghost Gaming. But at this stage, like you said, even if he does get to 11-4, you got to think right now Cloud9 are being very lackadaisical about it, aren't they?
Yeah, they still need to kind of step it up and take it a little bit more seriously. You kind of want to close it out. You don't want to be dragging it on and then giving the economy lead towards Ghost. I don't think Ghost have the strategies, but imagine if they can. Now they're like composed themselves in the good form. They carry it forward. They're able to get a few more T rounds, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we might need to do something special, and then that's where it starts getting scary.
It's not even the special thing, though. I think it will be like, hey, let's lock down, let's play some Counter-Strike, and I think that will be enough in the end for Cloud9.
Most
but
likely,
even this pistol round here might go the other way, and then they can still do what they're doing. Skadoodle can go for a couple more knives, and Ghost might have all she wrote, but we'll have to see.
To be fair, Skadoodle did fail the knife.
He did. So maybe he wants another roll of dice at it. He's like, oh, I can get it. I can get this knife.
Potentially, but it's really much for muchness at this stage. But we are going for a short break. It is 11-4 right now for Cloud9. Stay tuned. We'll find out the result of Overpass after the break. Hello everyone, welcome back. It is halftime for the EPL match between Cloud9 as well as Ghost Gaming, and well, it was a little bit of it towards the end, but it was really just a Cloud9 show. And
Yeah.
there's not much to really discuss beyond that point.
There isn't really. I mean, just pretty standard stuff. It's an uneven matchup. Unfortunately, to the likes of Ghost, maybe they had an opportunity to kind of get the ball rolling earlier, but just getting absolutely picked apart early on. They tried to show aggression towards Playground and up long there, but just getting, shut out. And as you can see, the scoreline is 11-4 and the odds are staying the same. So I can't imagine that Betway go much far beyond $6.
Yeah, probably not. It depends on how fast. It depends on how fast this map closes out, and there'll be probably like, yeah, Cloud9 might be 1.05 in the next map.
Right. So actually, I've just been told that it went up to 9. So getting those last two rounds, 11-4, is closed it down a bit. But wow, 9-1 Ghost. It's a little bit insulting there, Betway, but nonetheless, I guess it's probably true, really.
Insulting. It's probably reality.
It's probably accurate.
It's just the way that it's the difference in terms of the caliber and the game that's being played. So
definitely,
yeah, Cloud9 all the way.
Even
if you're not a Cloud9 fan, it's
in the way it works.
It's just difficult to say. It's Ghosts are going to have a good chance in it. It's always been. I mean, with Complexity and Optic, I could kind of see Complexity getting a couple of rounds, but with Ghost, you're getting a new member in. I haven't seen anything impressive outside of that single map on Nuke. Cloud9, a lot of people are meme Cloud9 are restructuring.
Bring the coach back in.
Yeah, bring B.
Where is it? Just bring him back, see what happens.
He's got to study. As Tarek is going to make first contact, spots out one, and he hears a lot more, so they're going to rotate all the members across, and Tarek might be caught out, but he doesn't take any damage. Wardell will dink him down for his troubles, and Stu is going to open it up. Well, Seb does well.
So, a nice little opportunity here to try to get away with something. They do get onto that site. Now it's down to Automatic just holding down. He does manage to find Connor 93. Bomb will get planted by Seb, and Dallas just dancing around the truck area there. Now it's just down to Rush and Automatic. These guys can aim, though, and they know where Dallas is. So once they take him down, if they take him down, it'll be a taunted situation. But they look like they are just retreating towards that long position. The long rotate coming in from Seb here, just getting to that toilet position. So these post-plant spots quite advantageous for the guys on Ghost. It's going to be very difficult here.
Oh, good shot from
now
Dallas,
that Automatic goes down. Oh, Dallas
even better.
It's a nice way to close it out there. 11-5, if they can string it together. But I mean, depending on what Cloud9 do here, will they show the respect or will they just...
No, they'll probably just
they will
armor
buy
pistol.
into the third there. Will they just keep going so they can grind one back or will they just kind of...
No, they'll play like standard like armor pistol right now, then they'll eco next if they lose it, and then the buy round will come forward.
Or just say if they don't eco next.
Hmm?
If they just buy like crazy in the next like...
I don't think they will. They'll show enough respect towards Ghost that they will buy properly in the next one. But good grenade coming out. Counter grenade from Cloud9. Actually drops Wardell down to 68 and Dallas down to 78. Tarek, though, losing his life very early on towards a Gilil engagement. And Skadoodle needs to be careful because he is being surrounded. But Rush, once again, just too good. He's taking all these deals.
Like a bait there from Skadoodle towards Rush. But nonetheless, we do see a 4-on-4 here. And that MAC-10 has been recovered. But unfortunately, it is only the MAC-10 here, as Rix will head down towards lowers himself to see if he can get anything done. No, just having a bit of a sneaky peek, making sure no one's pushing behind him, as they do look like they're heading towards that B-bomb site.
The real question is, will Rush hear this? Because there's actually two pushing underpass at the moment. I don't think they've heard this, but you can see just how the Cloud9 players are just collapsing in that unders position. They've made sure that Fountain and everything is clean. They'll just play retake B after this.
So no utility except that single flash on Stewie 2K and no kits as well. So if they take a bit too long here, the guys on Ghost, they might be caught in a bit of a sticky situation. As Rush actually does manage to spot one there. So once again, just a bit too long on the push. And that's the bomb down as well. And Stewie pushes the door at just the perfect time. Now it's just all down to Rix. He hasn't got control of the bomb there. He has managed to find two. So this will have to be an ace if he can clutch it out there. Manages to find one. Skadoodle caught up bit in the open there. And it's now the last two plays. The trade should come through Rix. If he looks towards Dirty Water, he'll go straight down to Automatic. So there you have it. Cloud9 managed to scrape it back after the pistol on somewhat of a quasi-CZ buy.
Yeah, and then now Ghost will just force back up into it and try to make something work with the pistols, and Cloud9 just not going to show any respect and just push in. Unless Ghost, yeah, there we are. There's a force buy. A few smoke grenades, a lot of smoke grenades as a matter of fact. Everyone's got one. Everyone's going to join the party, and it might just be a blanket of smokes on the B bomb site.
Let's see if they can get anything away with this. Should potentially have a good chance of getting that bomb down unless Rush just shuts this down with the UMP, which we know he definitely could do at this stage. And Stu, if he times his peak coming out of the connector here onto Connor, he could be in trouble as well. As Rush opens up onto Seb there. Stewie just trying to find something, has a little bit of trouble with it. Might find the second, does eventually get traded down by Rix on short, and Tarek will just clean up there with the M4. Now it's just that lone warrior in Rix with that CZ in hand. He has got body armor, but he will hightail it back towards T-Spawn. See if it can get anything done somewhere else on the map.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. No bomb, no utility, no nothing. I mean, that CZ can land some gross headshots.
Probably not.
Just like negative Nancy over there. So he's not near any. Yeah, he's not near any players at all. Like there's not too much to say about at this stage, and it looks like Cloud9 will make it up to 13. Ghost still on a bit of a straddle. They did force up, no plant. I think it just comes down to one of those sound reactions, right? It's just like meh at this stage.
The bomb is there. Cloud9 don't need to shift anywhere. They just watch, you know, 4 vectors and basic mathematics done.
Basic maths. That's why they have so many Asians on the team, is it?
No.
For the maths?
No, it's just basic vectors.
So here we go. Rix is actually going to go down through connector and see if he can find anything. I thought he might have had a chance onto Tarek there, but Tarek playing the waiting game takes him down quite clinically. And now this should be a pretty standard, I imagine, maybe a couple of utilities coming out trying to get something executed there. We do see Rix once again with the CZs and the body armor. He is the carrier of the bomb. We'll see if we can get something down, but this should be fairly standard stuff, almost aim practice for the guys on Cloud9. But we'll see if they can make something happen there. We need to see something dynamic coming through. If they just kind of plow their way or try to plow their way onto that B bomb site, it's not going to be too fruitful for them. But it looks like that's what they're going for. They head towards that dirty water position. They just got to lock down short here, which will come down to Rush with that UMP. And look, it's just an absolute mincer. Actually, Rix does manage to get one, though, but will get traded out straight away. Not too much loss there either, as Rush did have that UMP in hand. 14, one away from match point. Ghost can buy now. We'll see if they can got anything left in the tank. Just anything magical. Or deal with that.
Even if they have a little bit in the tank, it's just...
just like whatever. Come on, Ghost. Win back your fan. Karath, he loved yous once. You let him down a little bit, and obviously he's not a very good fan, really, when I think about it. If you just bail on your team when they're not performing.
Like it was exciting for one moment, right? Like you'd see the potential and everything, and now it's just kind of, is there... Well, that's a little bit better, but once again, they just all peek out at the same time, and Wardell misses a shot. They're coming out through unders. Does well to calibrate, pushing towards A now.
Yeah, they should get a relatively free A side. If they're not weary onto the players coming up from the connector, they could be in trouble as Stewie actually makes his way down through long. Seb clears it, but the shots will give away his position, so he's fully aware that a player is coming from long. And the bomb will go down, so now it's a 3-on-2 hold. There's a little bit of utility left on these CT players, so we'll see if they can utilize this to take this bomb site back.
Oh, Seb will time him. Well done, Seb. That's much better from Ghost. So I'll pay that at the very least.
Oh, there you have it. They get 3 up, manage to hold on to the op as well. 14-6. As Rush gets also close to that 30 bomb.
Also chances here that Tarek and Automatic are just going to buy up and not drop Stewie. I'd just buy up a double AWP at this stage and not drop Stewie and just be like, oh, they dropped him. Be like, Stewie, here's a deagle. Just go ham. We'll just take 2 AWPs and 2 rifles in.
So utility lacking, only head armor on to Rush there, but much of a muchness at this stage. We see 4 AKs and an AWP, and it looks like they'll be playing towards playground here. As Automatic's in a nice little spot, almost gets Wardell down, but the trade will come through. And now it's 1-for-1 all the way through, as Wardell does get taken down by his counter AWP in Skadoodle. Now it's a 3-on-4 situation. Seb has made his way down to the bottom of connector, but Stewie is just wise onto this. Just waiting for a bit of a push here, and that's going to be a bit of a peak coming through, and Stewie wins that out, which you expect he would. Doesn't even get tagged too low either. And Rick's just going to, looks like the bomb's just going to hightail it straight to that B position where there are a couple of players. Skadoodle rotating with that AWP should find a nice frag here onto Rick's, which he does. Clinical stuff from Cloud9. Let's not take anything away from that, not getting too troubled from Ghost. And Ghost just maybe with their backs against the wall on this T side, not finding too many answers.
Backs against the wall? Really?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to give him a little bit of credit here.
Yeah, I know, but it's... Yeah. Like, once again, it's the rounds that they kind of win.
Everyone's thinking it, Kevin. You don't have to say it, okay? Let's give these guys a bit of...
If there's nothing to hype about, you don't necessarily need to hype it up. It's just Cloud9, they just come in here, they're just doing their job, and then Ghost, there's nothing they've responded with, and that's the difference. It's the intensity has kind of died down. Stewie 2K has just decided to directly peek into Incendiary Grenade, because why not? Let's just all push these positions.
Oh, nice. No, that wasn't Skid. Oh, it was. Skidoo taking down Seb with a nice little flick there onto short there. 3-on-3 situation. Connor 93 manages to get that M4 of Stewie, I imagine. And pistol still raining out. So this should be a fairly clean up as the bomb does make its way back up through connector, as it is only Automatic with that AK there, but if he comes around towards Party soon, he might get the flank on these two guys. If you're unsuspecting as he does make his way towards Toilets, not suspected there, might find the second, spots him out, mollies off the bomb. Nice little play from Automatic there.
Yeah, this means that everyone else can rotate across, and Ghost just have to take a little bit more time and dance around. So Rush is going to probably push in from behind. No, he's going to anchor towards ABC, and that's just how confident Cloud9 are, is that just playing individually and not falling back, Dallas just gets easily picked off by Scar. And Wardell, last mellow standing with a Desert Eagle. Here's a pop flash from Automatic. Wardell does well to drop it. Oh, nice shot from Wardell.
Indeed, and in a team that has been obviously, dominated by the Cloud9 outfit, Wardell's shown some nice signs along with Dallas there. The new player in the team, and some nice little shots, but nonetheless, it's much of a muchness at this stage.
Oh, I just wonder whether Wardell is going to fake it. So Wardell is going to fake it. He might be able to catch off Rush at the moment. But Rush is not sitting anywhere, competing in a direct line. Just wants to shoot someone in the back, and there you have it, 16-6. I know I sound pretty sad watching that game, but it's really just... Imagine you come into a match, and it's just, it's like a year 12 kid, for example, or a guy in uni playing soccer against year 6 kids. It's already outmatched from the start. Like, it's just painful. It's brutal. Yeah, sure, the year 6 kids are probably going to get a couple of goals in, but that's just because probably the year 12 kids are just humouring them.
Man United Academy kids, I'd probably definitely have it on me. But nonetheless, there you have a very convincing win from Cloud9 against Ghost. We do have a second map coming up, which I do believe is Inferno. So last time they played on this map, it was 16-2 to Cloud9. But you know what, Kevin?
You believe?
My mum said, if you have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. So I'll throw to you.
I'll just follow about. That's what you just said. You have nothing nice to say, don't say it all. But
we are nice men. Yep.
It's just hard for Ghost Gaming. You're versing one of the better teams in the region. There wasn't really much that you could pull off on the CT side because your economy is completely broken. Everyone was just taking one-on-one aim deals, and when you're losing every single one-on-one aim deal, you just lose confidence because it's not a. What strategy do we use? Okay, we might have missed a smoke here, etc. It's just more of these guys are just coming out and just out-aiming us.
Yeah.
And when you're being out-aimed in just every single facet across the board, there is nothing that you can do.
Yeah, not even out-aimed. I mean, Cloud9 reading every opportunity here. Seb just pushing super aggressive, trying to catch someone off guard, but Rush is not having any of that. Wardell tries to get the trade as well, but gets, taken down straight away. So it's kind of like, hey, let's try to sneak up on these guys, but they're just facing you and then blowing your head off. So, nothing too much to answer for there. Once again, Cloud9, just pretty standard stuff from them, to be honest.
I like this wallbang.
It's definitely a highlight for the guys on Ghost.
That's probably one of the only highlights. Ooh, we got a round. Wardell, sick wallbang. It's good rifle control from Dallas, but it's promising for Ghost, right? I mean, it's unfair to kind of go, yeah, this is their normal performance against Cloud9. You're versing Cloud9. It's like kind of going, all right, verse FaZe, look good against FaZe.
Yeah.
That's like asking, well, I don't know, like an A-League team to... like over here, maybe an A-League team or a first-class Australian soccer team to look good against Arsenal or Chelsea. Like there's only so much.
You didn't say Man United there, but
there's only so much that you can do, right, against a top tier.
I mean, people probably don't even know what the A-League is sometimes. That's our national league, and yeah, they're all right. They go all right locally, I guess.
But if you compared to say Ghost Gaming against a team, well, we'll go domestic again, like Greyhounds and everything, they might have done pretty well against Greyhound. They might have done pretty well against some of our top tier, kind of our 4th or 5th place, other kind of first-class teams. They do pretty well. It's just difficult when you're just outclassed.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're fighting in the wrong division, really.
Yeah, but they have the opportunity. This is the way the system works, which is great, to kind of get those competitive teams up into that sort of top league here. But, these mismatches do happen every now and then. But Inferno's a new map. We'll see how it starts off, but I think it might be more of a familiar story.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Cloud9 are most likely going to start CT side. It's not a matter of how much disrespect is going to happen. It's going to be a matter of when is the disrespect going to start, and it might just start from the get-go.
Yeah.
Where they're just going to start belting it down mid, just pushing every single round, because why not? It's kind of like Optic, once again, on Inferno. How hard can we push before finally they're going to do something back at us?
Yeah, absolutely. And, it might lend itself to be a bit exciting if they can kind of stave that off and try put some score on the line, but I think Cloud9 just a bit too sharp today for Coast.
Probably. I mean, they haven't even really shown us everything they have. It's just been a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Skadoodle was just kind of like hopping around doing what he wants and just trying to find flanks and weird positioning and taking on knives and stuff. So, I mean, we know the kind of player that he's capable of being, and he just was not asked to step up today at all.
Yeah, and then you have, players like Rush who just comes in, easy entry there, entry over here.
Just
Oh,
make it-
look,
you
it's
just-
more three more kills. That's fine.
I mean, you do, like, it does look easy, and I guess the difference in caliber between Ghost and Cloud9, but he just still makes it look so easy, right? Just the ability to aim. You're talking about Slemmy doing it on train. He's just crosshair placement. All about it is clinical, and it's really great to watch. Nonetheless, it was against Ghost.
Yeah, better positioning, better play from Cloud9. We're going on to map number 4. It feels more like a formality, but let's see if Ghost Gaming can put up a bit of a fight. We'll be back after a break.